Hi everyone, this is Sean from Marriage in the Making here. I'm just sort of doing a few videos sharing my heart on marriage. I don't know everything, but I'm just sharing some of the things that I have kind of sort of picked up. So we were talking a little bit yesterday about the roles of men and women with regards to dating and obviously possibly heading towards marriage. And I was suggesting that scripture appears to show that it's the man's job to make the effort towards the woman, and it's the woman's job to respond in love towards the man. So just kind of following on from that, our Western societies would in some ways suggest that that's not necessarily the way it should be, that the woman very much has equal rights in this, so to speak, and can be moving towards her husband and chasing him, but from my experience, what tends to happen in those situations is if the guy doesn't actually, if he doesn't have to make the effort towards the woman and make that decision for himself, then he's not as invested in the relationship as he should be. So I remember someone sharing a bit about her testimony. I mean, she's currently married now, but she said that there were 3 guys that she was in relationship with before, and it didn't work out with any of them. And I noticed that she talked about how she had chased them. And interestingly enough, the guy she's married to, he chased her. So there is something important in a man chasing a woman and making that decision himself. Now, a woman can very much encourage him to do that, and I think that's really helpful. I think for us men, although we are the supposed stronger sex in terms of, you know, physically being stronger in general than women, it does not mean that men are emotionally stronger. So I think we need a lot of encouragement as men. So I think women, you can very much be encouraging the guys in kind of along the lines of, hey, if you step out in my direction, you're going to get a yes from me, or you're going to get a positive response. Yeah, at least initially to begin with, and then in the process of getting to know the guy, you can decide for yourselves if that's something you want to keep pursuing or not. But certainly your position as a woman is to try to be encouraging and positive, to encourage the guy to take steps towards you. Yeah, so then obviously it's the guy's job to kind of man up and take that responsibility on board. I think men in a little bit have got kind of confused in all of this, and don't know necessarily that that's their job to do that. And like I say, society, the way in which things have gone between men and women, haven't necessarily been helpful in this area. I think there's some aspects of it that have been very good, equality wise, but I think there's some aspects like this, according to scripture, a man leaving his mother and father and being united to his wife, that aspect, I don't think it has helped that. So for you women, you're going to have to pray that guys, you know, take this authority up, take this mandate up to leave their mother and father and come after you. And guys, you're going to have to sort of, you know, man up and leave those chains behind, kind of thing, or the fear or worry or concern about how reaching out to a woman, and grab the nettle, so to speak, and make the effort to reach out to her. So I know that there's much more of a chance of a guy being invested in the relationship if he's gone through that process. I've heard of a guy, recently someone shared with me that their friend had lots of women were interested in him, and he's been on lots of dates, but none of them have stuck, and it almost feels like to me that it's too easy for him, you know, to get a girlfriend, and so he's not having to make enough effort himself, and it feels like the guys actually have to kind of fight and chase and win the woman's heart, and the woman respond in love to that, and that's part of a healthy way in which the guy commits in the relationship, and is more likely to, you know, stay longer in the relationship and stay committed. Yeah, so that's just a few thoughts on dating and men and women's roles, and what way it looks like it appears to be from scripture as opposed to culture around us. Okay, thanks for listening. Bye for now.